Hello English 9, it's Mrs. Sopiarz-Rianda, and I hope this weekly update video finds you well. This is what you will be doing. Every Monday morning, I will be sending you a message via Schoology, which will include the weekly video, which is also embedded into our content. And you'll watch the weekly video before you do anything else because it will help guide your work and your schedule for the week. So I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I hope you all had a good experience last week for the first week with online learning for those of you that are new. There are a lot of returning online learners, and there was some great discussion in the discussion jigsaw last week. Several students were giving really good advice, and a lot of people were asking for advice, which is also wonderful. So keep up those connections, keep up that discussion. We're going to be having discussion every week, so it's important to keep that trend going. So every Monday, like I mentioned, you're going to get this video. First thing that you do is when you click on this course, English 9, you'll come to the updates page. It's super important every day to, number one, check your updates in every single course, and also check your messages every single day, because that's how your teachers at Jeffco Virtual communicate with you. So it's really important to do those two things every day. So the first thing that you'll do is read those grade updates, click on materials, and you'll find that the orientation folder is still going to be there because we're going to have students trickling in all through the semester. But you will find this folder that says Unit 1 Shaping Stories. And then I've also given you the due dates for all of the sessions. Remember, each week you'll be assigned one session. Within that session, you have several assignments that are always due by Sunday. Okay, so I release one session at a time. So even though the due dates here, session 2 and session 3, they're the due dates, but they will not be released till Monday. So the only session that's available is session 1 of Unit 1, and it's due by August 31st. And we'll talk about that in just a second. So you click on Unit 1 and then session 1. You can see again, here's that due date for all of your assignments. Then you would click on this video, you would watch the handy dandy video and click next. Remember, you need to be navigating through my course and all courses with Jeffco Virtual by clicking that next button. As I mentioned in the orientation last week, if you click on just the assignments that you see on the calendar there on the side, or if you just click on the assignments from inside the gradebook, you'll be utterly lost because you're not being presented and taught the content. So click through the session by clicking next, and wherever you finish off for the day, that's where you should resume the next day, right? So a couple important announcements. Here's the session, some session information on what we're going to be doing this week. Basically, this very first unit is 3 weeks long, and we're really focusing on practicing active reading skills. What are they? How, as you can hear, my kids are home. DPS doesn't start until next week. Anyway, so we're going to be practicing active reading through several different genres. And we're going to be focusing our work this week on these essential questions. Here are some important announcements for this week. Okay, so this week we have a regular schedule Monday through Friday, but Monday we have off because it's Labor Day, our first and only, I think, 3-day weekend of the semester. Okay, so all the work I provide you in this session should be done and can be done Monday through Friday. I give you that courtesy to submit your work by Sunday before midnight. So on Monday, you have no school. I do not take attendance. Schoology is open, this class is open, so you can work, and I'll probably post the session early for those of you that do want to work ahead. But for those of you that don't, enjoy your day off, okay? But next week, I will assign on Tuesday. So all the work I give you next week will be for work from Tuesday to Thursday, okay? So if you have any questions about that, just let me know. Also, don't forget that weekly optional help session. If you have any questions, you can come to that. I've also been getting fantastic messages and emails and texts, so keep those up. I love to help. One last thing with this week is back to school night. It is on Wednesday, the 27th. It's from 5 to 7:30, and I'll be there. Your other J21 teachers will be there, so I hope to see you there. So I'm going to be using the session plan as a talking point for this video. Here are all the assignments. Here are the point values for all of those assignments. And here is that suggested schedule for the week. So on day one, first thing you do is watch this weekly update video. Watch that PIA video. If you didn't do it last week, it's super important because I will be referencing PIA pretty much every week for the entire semester in some way or another. It's our writing expectations for this class and for the entire school. Point, evidence, and analysis. And I expect you to use that not only in your writing assignments, but also in discussion. Remember, everything that you write should be your best work. This is an English classroom, so you need to use proper spelling, grammar, punctuation, and especially in the discussion posts and responses. I know you can feel like sometimes it's just like texting, but it's not. Remember net etiquette, which is avoiding any type of slang, and really remembering that you are in a classroom. And the way that you write is a representation of you. So be aware of that while you are writing in your discussion this week. Also on Monday, do post to that discussion that we're going to be making prediction about a short story, which is one of the very first strategies in active reading. Then you're going to review active versus passive assignment, and then you're going to decide whether you are, if you know this or not already, you're going to decide whether you're an active reader or a passive reader, and then submit the journal. On Tuesday, then you're going to go back to the discussion and post a response. On Wednesday, review an active reading response and submit that. And then also on Wednesday, review reading strategies for novels. And there's a video with that, so be sure to be sure to watch that video, that instructional video, to help you understand just how to navigate that system, because you're going to a different online learning platform for that particular assignment. Super easy, but do watch that video. I think it's like 3 minutes long. Then on Thursday, submit that assignment for reading strategies for a novel. And then finally on Friday, post to the discussion. Okay? And so you would go again through this session simply by clicking next. Okay? If you have any questions about anything this week, just like last week, just like every week, I'm here to help you. Please do not hesitate to contact me. I am happy to help. Have a great week, everybody.